I started bow hunting fallow deer 5 years ago after first getting a bow and then learning how to shoot a bow and then shooting 10 rabbits with my bow and then shooting 10 goats with my bow. It took 18 months of very regular hunting visits to that one spot before I could say that NATO had taken a deer with his bow. 12 months beyond that, I'd seen 7 deer fall there. It was now time for some new ground and a new challenge. A public land deer was definitely going to be all that. After 3 months of frequent, very frequent visits into public blocks, I finally had a fallow deer right in front of me, broadside at 8 metres. After learning the lay of the land and finding my own little hidden spot X's and what wind direction was required for the best chance of success at each spot X, a few more deer have fallen to well placed arrows. For me, the challenge now is to take a mature fallow buck off public land. I had 3 encounters with mature bucks in all, I mean all, of my first 2 years of hunting upon public land. And if I'm totally honest and 100% fair, all of those encounters were totally by chance and good old dumb luck.
Even though the main reason I'm up here is to get a big mature buck. A man's got to eat, right?
So the start of the 2019 season seen NATO take to tree stand hunting, as I thought this to be a way of targeting a big mature buck. Doing so by sitting above scrapes that I believe to be made by a big mature buck during the raw period and hoping like crazy that he just comes in. But having never taken any deer from a tree stand full stop, the first deer that I seen from my tree stand was just gonna get it. Tree stand hunting wasn't as straightforward as I had stupidly thought it to be. There were so many finer details that I didn't know existed until I actually started doing it. I love failing and learning, yes. That is where I have the most fun, but I was failing and learning during peak raw season when I needed to be all dialed in. I did, however, see the perfect example of a big mature buck and the exact animal that I wanted to take from my stand, but those finer details, seen him with the advantage, and all I could do was try and make little stupid noises as he trotted away in the hopes that he would stop where I had a good clear shot. It wasn't until well after the 2019 Raw that I finally got a chance to set an arrow loose from a high vantage point on public land.
I found an arrow and it ain't looking too good. I'd imagine that's gone through his shoulder blade. It's just a matter of time before NATO comes across a buck. There's another deer up the hill, but I can see my buck.
Today's going to go down in history as one of the best days hunting I've ever had. I've been thrashing this public land block for 3 years, and every single deer I get up here is a trophy. There is a master buck up here that I'm trying to get, but today has just been awesome.
It wasn't too long after taking that deer that I found myself in my tree stand with another opportunity to dehydrate a deer and take it home. With the 2020 season fast approaching, I will again be targeting a mature buck by investing as much time as I possibly can sitting in the trees with the birds over big buck scrapes, hoping that the master buck visits his pad. But this year will be different. Different in that I will let everything other than a big mature buck pass under me without being detected. I believe if I can do that, if I can refrain from shooting any and every other deer and just wait for the master buck, then I reckon Nato's going to get his chance.